ready to light it up tonight.
And a peek into the locker room. The players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hachimura in at the center position. And for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. And with this being the first game of their NBA Cup campaign, the goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, B.A. We get 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the 3 group winners plus a wild card. One thing to keep in mind, point differential could be key in advancing.
The Lakers making a change here. Whitehead's checked in.
We're going out there, no let up.
Well, guys, you can't look at this team and not get into the topic of MP. He's been a very vocal and driving force for his squad, and he's made it known that he's got his sights set on winning the NBA Cup this season.
And you gotta love how that just ramps up his teammates, the coaching staff, and even us at the broadcast table. But seriously, I'm gonna be looking at how tough each of these group stage games are for MP. He and his guys aren't the only team with their sights set on the NBA Cup this season.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Hey, BA. Well, no surprise, MP is on a mission to bring home the NBA Cup, telling me I want to be a part of a winning legacy. That's my main goal in any competition I'm in. Victories come first. All the individual stuff comes later. Would you expect anything less from MP? Brian?
Nope, we sure wouldn't. And this guy is all in. Pass to James. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, He can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Vassell with it, picked up by James. Gets the three to fall. Sohan's got his second bucket on the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Whitehead. He's scoreless. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio. Connects checked in for the Lakers. The Spurs have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Pass to Castle. To the right side. Right side, Wembanyama. Just 4 to shoot. The three ball. The Lakers with a rebound. This team doesn't just win, they win big. Now with a double-digit win differential for the season. Wow.
That means they've given full effort for all their games. No garbage time, no lax efforts, full throttle basketball playing. They've spent a lot of time dominating on the floor.
Creating some easy offense off the steal. LeBron James always lurking with those quick hands.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And San Antonio making a change here. Pass to Barnes. The three is up. And it's Connect with a rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Now Hachimura. James passes to Whitehead. From deep, here's Doncic. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Paul. Here's Branham. Outside Johnson. Wembanyama, screen on James. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Lakers. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. He spoke about LeBron James' ability to completely control the game. They want to set the pace for themselves and make LeBron and his guys play catch-up. Coach said we have to play our brand of basketball and not worry about who's on the other side. Play our game, set the pace, and we should be all right. Back to you, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Johnson. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Outside Barnes. From the arc, drains the triple. And the Spurs lead by 1.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Paul with it. Vincent picks him up. Paul passes to Wesley. Paul looking it over. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. And now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
What quickness from Paul. Gets the ball and instantly puts up the shot. That's quick.
And the bucket is good.
Pounding it inside early and often and setting a physical tone.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Johnson. Here's Wesley. 23 seconds left to play in the first. Wembanyama, pass to Barnes. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Spurs out in front, up by 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for San Antonio.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
One thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Harrison Barnes. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5 down low. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And so Reeves nails both of them. And his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
The Lakers shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Whitehead can't get it to go. San Antonio's gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Reeves against Fox. Over Reeves. And it's Fox missing. So it's the Lakers now. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road.
Great effort to track down the long rebound.
On the break. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Saw the play develop, and Barnes got out in front to get the score.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Finney-Smith. And as we start up the NBA Cup, let's explain to our viewers how the groups are formed.
Sure thing, B.A. First, you only play teams from your conference. The groups are drawn based off of last year's standings, so they try to keep it even in terms of quality of team.
Count it for Vincent.
And you see the awareness Connect has a good understanding for when his guys are open.
Here's Barnes. And it's Whitehead with a rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Rebound by San Antonio.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Here's Fox. Vanderbilt pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Whitehead. Takes the 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at San Antonio, they love where they stand right now. First place. And, of course, Los Angeles, 3 spots down.
Checking out San Antonio, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Paul. They get it back. Vanderbilt, the pass to Whitehead. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Snatched up. Here's Paul. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Whitehead to the inside. Vanderbilt takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Vanderbilt's gotten his first points of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Paul. Fox outside to stop the drought. Fox splashes Pushing it home from deep.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Whitehead passes to Reeves. Vincent outside. Here's Whitehead. Connects from downtown. Whitehead's got 5.
In terms of scoring, this hasn't been his quarter. Just 1 of 7.
There's a screen. Fox for 3. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Whitehead's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Sohan comes in for Barnes. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Castle subbed in for Chris Paul. James is checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for Vincent. Pass to Castle. There's a screen. And here's Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama so comfortable inside.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Reeves, the pass to Vanderbilt. Reeves finds Doncic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 9.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Connects checked in for Los Angeles. The Lakers lead by 6. Doncic passes to James. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Fox. Over connect. Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
The defense was so focused on keeping Fox in front of them, and that gave him enough room to sink it in from mid-range.
Takes a step back. Doncic passes to Whitehead. Back to Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Wembanyama, screen on James. Vassell against Doncic. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Basket's good. Wembanyama's got 7 points in the game.
You'd love for Victor to get that look every time up the floor.
Here's Connect. Yet to see a basket. Vanderbilt, a screen on Fox. Inside from 8 feet away. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
The Lakers lead by 4. Here's Connect. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Here's Doncic. Luka against resistance.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They defeated Washington in their last game.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, season is young, but they're coming up. A great team that still has room for improvement.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Spurs.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Making a switch here. Whitehead's checked in. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Whitehead in at the power forward position. Yep, that one goes.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Spurs lead by 5. Sohan outside. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Outside Reeves. On the wing, Hachimura. Pass to Whitehead. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. From deep, here's Doncic. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 4 assists in the game. Outside Wembanyama. Fox outside. Over Reeves. And again, De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got 23.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Fox outside. Shoots from 12. Fox can't get that one to fall. Lakers trail by 6. Out to the right wing. Shoots. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Whitehead's got 10 points.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Wembanyama, screen on Reeves. Fox can't get that one to fall. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura, equally comfortable in either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a three. That's a nice combo.
And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Champagnie comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Doncic against Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Doncic. Paul for 3. Drills it from deep. He has 6.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Paul with a steal. 3 on 3. Back to Wembanyama. From the high post, he drills it. And now it's an 8-point San Antonio lead.
And what's scary about Wemby is that his jumper is only getting better.
Whitehead can't get it to go.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Back to Paul. Pass to Champagnie from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Whitehead's got 7 rebounds in the game. Down low. It's stolen by Barnes. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Yeah, there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist from Barnes.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
And that one's good. Connect.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Champagnie. Launches it. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. San Antonio on top, up 8. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The 4th. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Barnes, Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Johnson, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Vanderbilt with a screen. Here's James. San Antonio with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Fox. The shot that time not on target. Lakers trail by 8. Pass to Whitehead. Now here's Vanderbilt. Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Barnes. To the middle. Here's Vincent. Oh, a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And here's Fox. Shakes him. Got a hand on it. Vincent outside. Pass to James. Here's Whitehead. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got assist number 5 here tonight. Spurs lead by 3. Outside Paul. Here's Connect, covered by Johnson.
Well, Connect is used to just finishing plays, so seeing him share the wealth is encouraging.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. They set the screen. Here's Paul. Count that one. And the Spurs lead by 3.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Vincent outside. Here's Whitehead. Oh, he jams it straight down.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here's Paul. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Lets a floater go. Out to Fox. Beyond the arc. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Whitehead's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. James inside to take the lead. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Fox, the pass to Mamukelashvili. Pass to Paul. To the paint. Out to Fox. Paul with it. Fires for 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Vincent outside. Vanderbilt, a screen on Paul. To the wing, right side. To the inside. Whitehead's shot is good. Whitehead's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Paul. Out to Fox. Oh, Fox pushing through the defense.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Pass to Whitehead. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. You know, even though Wembanyama's First year was a tough one for the Spurs. There's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. San Antonio has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. On the wing, Vassell. Pass to Castle. This one for 3. The Lakers with a rebound. Whitehead's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the middle. Here's Reeves. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Fox. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left-to-right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll.
Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off of him. Makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Vassell with it, picked up by James. Pass to Castle. And he drives in. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a...
And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. New Orleans gets after it. Going to be a rowdy crowd out there. There he is. The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. And since the Phil Jackson era, Shams, the Lakers are now on their 7th, and I can't even believe I'm saying the Lakers making a switch here. Whitehead's checked in.
Doing all right. We'll get him.
So for the Lakers right now, Hachimura out there with Whitehead. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Here's Murray, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Willie Green.
We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got his second bucket of the night.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. Reeves with it. Now defended by Williamson. And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Los Angeles leading by 5. Reeves outside. The 3 kept alive. Whitehead. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And it's McCollum off the drive. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Man, Olynyk really throwing it down with some power.
Here's Whitehead, covered by Williamson. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Whitehead. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And here's Reeves outside. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Doncic against Murray. Down low, here's Whitehead, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Doncic against Murray. McCollum outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McCollum's got 9 points. Lakers leading by 6. Whitehead passes to Doncic. Vanderbilt a screen on Murray. Here's Doncic. Pelicans pull it in, and this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, two teams that were very similar in the standing.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Vanderbilt inside. Olynyk is covering.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. McCollum against Doncic. McCollum kicks to Murray. Buries the long-range jumper. 5 points in the game.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner three look easy.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Los Angeles with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Vanderbilt. Cadet comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic. Vincent the pass to Reeves. They set the pick. Pass to Whitehead. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Lakers leading by 10. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Lakers in 5th.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And that one misses. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity now.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Pass to Vincent. Vincent gets a screen from Whitehead. Los Angeles with another miss. Pelicans trail by 11. Outside, Jones. And here is Olynyk. Here's McCollum. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
To the paint. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
McCollum kicks to Jones. It's McCollum on the wing. He's defended by Reeves.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Inside. Out left to the wing. Connect with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Connects. Got 5.
And when you need a bucket from outside, Connect is your man.
With 1 on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Los Angeles on top, leading by 14. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Austin Reeves. Right head out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Connect, and it's Vincent in at the 1. Pelicans trail by 13. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Alvarado. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the product.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looking at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Murray. Averaging 17 points per game, just over 2 steals and 5 assists. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
Yeah, when you have a defender like him out there, it makes a difference. You can't play fast and loose when he's on the floor. You have to take care of the ball.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you know, guys, just a bunch of ways Murray contributes on both ends.
The Pelicans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And so Murray nails both of them. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat you, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Vincent, the pass to Reeves. The tray. And he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Whitehead. Whitehead's got 5 points now this quarter. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Murray. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Murray's got 9.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Reeves off the pick from Whitehead. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. The teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. Clock at 6. Off target with the open look.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to connect. Here's Vincent, defended by Jones. Vincent, the pass to Whitehead. Back to Vincent. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. They get the rebound. From deep, Reeves. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 11.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Zion Williamson's checked in for the Pelicans. McCollum comes in for Trey Murphy. The Lakers also changing it up. LeBron comes in for Austin Reeves. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. And here is Murray. He's got 9. Williamson outside. LeBron against Jones. For 3, Olynyk gets the 3-pointer to fall. Olynyk's got his second basket of the night.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Pass to connect. And stolen by Murray. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
Well, when he finds his flow, McCollum can be a thorn in the side of the defense with how he can fill it up.
Doncic outside. Back to LeBron. And they double up James. Now connect. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Murray kicks to Olynyk. McCollum outside. Outside for Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Pass to connect. Doesn't go for it. Good D by Williamson. And Murray's got the ball here for New Orleans. It's a 13-point game. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Robinson Earls checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Goodwin's checked in for Los Angeles.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
In the corner, Murray with it. Fires the three. Rebound the Lakers. Whitehead's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Goodwin with it. Outguarded by Murray. James against Jones. Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 6. Here's Goodwin. They get it again. Pass to Whitehead. Back to Doncic. Floats one. Doncic gets it to go inside.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Robinson Earl, the pass to McCollum. They need this one. Wide open look here for Murray. His three-pointers off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
He's more than capable of running an offense. McCollum is a combo guard who you trust with the ball.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic, no good.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Back to Williamson. Lakers with the rebound. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Lakers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Whitehead. Here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. One second left. And no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be right back after this.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
You take a look at the Lakers. The season is still young, but they're wasting no time climbing the rankings, making a statement with their early play. These guys are not messing around.
Yeah, technically, early games are just as important as those down the stretch. They're taking that seriously. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Lakers.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up. Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters. For New Orleans, Jones comes in for McCollum, and it's Jose Alvarado in for DeJounte Murray. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Whitehead's checked in for Vanderbilt. Pelicans trail by 11. Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Jose Alvarado is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Misi in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Tries again, and it's Williamson missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Whitehead. Jones with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Now Alvarado. Still scoreless. Now here's Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. That's good on the jump shot. Williamson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pelicans. Doncic outside. On the wing, Reeves. Two points. That one goes. Reeves has got 8 points in the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Alvarado, guarded by Doncic, and it's Alvarado missing. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Alvarado. Williamson looking it over. There's the pick. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
The basketball mind Williamson has is special. Just knows how to break the D down in that pick and roll.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Pass to James. Over Jones. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Williamson. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
To the inside. Here's Hachimura. The layup missed. Pelicans trail by 11. Pass to Messi. Here's Williamson. He's got 12. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Zion is a magnet for fouls when he's operating in the paint.
The Pelicans have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. He misses the free throw. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And you look at Zion. His combination of size, speed, and strength can be extremely difficult for a defense to have to deal with.
Austin Reeves has been on display for Los Angeles. He is seeing the court so well today. He set a new season high for himself in assists. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Connect out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Whitehead in at the 4 slot. Ring shot on the way. McCollum no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Whitehead's shot is off. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 11. McCollum outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Alton Connect picks one up.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. They're a valuable piece for this team.
And he's good on the second. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And Olynyk kicks to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Back to Olynyk. The shot. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Lakers leading by 10. Here's Whitehead. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Vanderbilt against McCollum. And it's Murray penetrating. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Yeah, right there, Murray takes the hit, but he's got great body control.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Lakers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Whitehead. Rebound by Olynyk.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Lets it fly. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Murray, the pass to McCollum. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Cans the shot with nobody near him. McCollum's got 21 in the game.
Well, whether he's scoring or passing, McCollum is extremely skilled at running the pick and roll.
Here's Whitehead. Pass to Vincent. Vanderbilt a screen on Murray. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pelicans trail by 10. McCollum outside. Jones against James. Jones dishes to Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. Murray outside. Over Vanderbilt. Murray, no good. Lakers leading by 10. James, the bounce pass. Whitehead. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
It's McCollum on the wing. Here's Murray. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's good from long range. 28 points for him.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Murray kicks to Olynyk. Pass to McCollum. Will it go? Trains the three-pointer. McCollum's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Vincent with it. Inside. Here's Whitehead. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And Los Angeles with some changes. Hachimura, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Here's Doncic. Pass to LeBron. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's McCollum on the wing. Here's Messi. Shoots over Hachimura. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Out to Doncic. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Williamson. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Whitehead. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 8th assist in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Williamson up top. Jacks up a three, and he's good on the three ball.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Reeves against McCollum. From 11 feet away, Messi grabs the rebound. Pelicans trail by 13. Murray scanning the floor. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Shots good by Whitehead.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen. The best three-point shooter, or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA, and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Brown, right side. A rebound by the Lakers.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Now here's Olynyk. Finney Smith defending. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul. Dorian Finney-Smith. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for one, Kathy Olynyk.
Now a veteran in this league, Olynyk has carved out a nice role for himself thanks to his hustle and versatile skill set.
They set the pick. Down low, it's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Whitehead's shot is off. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans...
solid effort tonight on both ends.
I've talked to people with knowledge of the situation, and they say that MP will be inserted into the starting lineup over the next few games. One front office executive from around the league said there is some doubt about MP's readiness to be in the starting lineup, but around the team, the front office, the coaching staff, they are optimistic and they believe that every milestone has been attained by MP, and he will only be better with an expanded role.
MP like an artist who likes working on his craft. Check him out on that glass tonight. You know he been putting in that work.
Crowd looks hyped tonight. Better come with it.